All right. So, of course, the Seattle Seahawks are favored by minus 4.5 points this Sunday against the New England Patriots. And yes, the Seattle Seahawks should be 100% favored coming into this game. They've got the better roster, they've got a more complete team. I'm not going to say they're better coached, but they are expected to be here. They were expected to get here. They were the 1 seed. They were a juggernaut all this entire season. Then you had the Patriots coming in, trickling in. They were hot as well. 14-3, you could say the whole schedule narrative. I don't play those games. People can say I'm biased because I'm a fan, but Super Bowl, you get there, you're a good team, and so is the other team. But I'll try to break this game down as best as I can, going from X's and O's to key takeaway to key points, what I think is going to happen. Well, first of all, my keys to this game for the New England Patriots is you got to be able to protect Drake Maye. I shouldn't say put that. I'm referring to putting pressure on Sam Darnold. That's been my mind. That's been my focus this entire week. You have to be able to protect Drake Maye, and Drake Maye cannot turn the ball over. I think Drake Maye's shoulder is 100%. I think the media is trying to make a story and make a narrative about that. I don't think there's anything wrong with Drake Maye's shoulder. He wouldn't be throwing in practice if his shoulder was bad. And yes, absolutely, his shoulder probably I think it's 100%, but if it is not 100%, it's the reason because he played 17 games this season on top of three more playoff games, wildcard divisional AFC championship. And yeah, there's a lot of wear and tear on your body. Nobody's healthy at the end of the season in the Super Bowl, right? Nobody's going to be 100%. But going back to this game here, my keys, of course, be able to protect Drake Maye. Get the ball out fast because Seattle's got a great pass rush. Their defense is just as good as Denver's. It's just as good as Houston. Some people are saying that it's the number 1 defense in the NFL. I'm waiting to see that. Of course, they could very well surprise me. They have a great secondary. They're very well coached. Like I said, they rush the passer extremely well. So those are my keys. My keys for the Patriots is protecting Drake Maye. Drake Maye not turning the ball over. Don't make dumb decisions. You have earned your stripes to get to this Super Bowl. You have played an exceptional regular season. Yes, you were shaky these past 3 games in the postseason, but all that stuff goes out the window. It's good weather. It's a total different game. So, and the Patriots, can they run the ball effectively like they've been able to do this entire postseason? Josh McDaniels, this is his 10th Super Bowl. How is Josh McDaniels going to be able to call this game? Are we going to see plays that we saw in the previous Super Bowls? Are we going to see any trick plays? Is he going to want to put the ball in Ramondre Stevenson's hands? It's going to be very interesting. Can the Patriots offensive line hold up against that Seattle defense? I think this Patriots-Seahawks game is going to be won in the trenches. I've been thinking about this since we found out it was going to be Patriots-Seahawks. Seattle's offensive line, the interior of the offensive line is very weak. Now, on the other side of the coin, the Patriots defensive line in the interior with Christian Barmore and Milton Williams is very strong. That has been our strong suit this entire postseason. That's why when we lost Milton Williams for those couple games we did, it was huge for us in the regular season. Now, if the Patriots can be able to put pressure on Sam Darnold, I think this game could be a lot different. I don't see this game being a shootout. I could be wrong, right? It's going to be a very tall task to guard JSN. Kenneth Walker's extremely explosive. You saw what he did to the Rams. I think the Patriots, have a better defense than the Rams, but something's got to give in this type of game. Now, my keys, if just as a non-fan perspective, right? Just giving you guys my analysis for the Seahawks. It's being able to create turnovers like they've been able to do all year. It's stopping the run against the Patriots. It's those big deep plays that they've been very successful with Shaheed, with JSN. I'm giving you guys my keys for Seattle to win this game as well. I'm going to give you guys both sides. I'm not going to sit here and be biased to the Patriots the whole time because that's not exactly what I'm going to do. That's my team, of course. However, though, Seattle continue those big plays. Of course, you saw in the first quarter against the Rams with Rashid Shaheed, the big explosive play over the top there. I think it was one-on-one coverage. And, of course, getting JSN the ball in open space. And then, of course, the Patriots limiting that. Seattle I don't think Seattle has to call a perfect game to win this. I think the Patriots have to call a perfect game to win this game. The Patriots have to play their game to win this game. And, of course, we know what their game is. Run the ball effectively. Don't turn the ball over. Drake Maye uses his legs. He doesn't have to be Tom Brady. He doesn't have to be Aaron Rodgers. This defense is good enough to carry them to a Super Bowl win. You don't have to make all the pretty plays. It doesn't have to be Bakemas. You don't have to make the prettiest baking item. You don't, the cookies, they can just go in the oven, right? It doesn't matter. As long as you win the game, that's what matters. We're not looking at the stat sheet. And Sam Darnold's 0-4 against the Patriots in his career. Now, of course, that's that was then. This is now. Anything can happen in a one-game set. I've been telling people this all week. The Patriots have been doubted all year. You never know what can happen like this. Hey, look what happened to us against the Giants in both Super Bowls. Yes, the Patriots should have won both those Super Bowls against the Giants. The 2007 year season, which was the 2008 actual Super Bowl, and the 2011 season, but it was the 2012 Super Bowl. So yeah, anything can happen in a game like this. You have seen crazy things. Of course, the Tyreek catch, the Manningham catch, the Edelman catch against the Falcons, the 28-3 comeback, the Jermaine Kearse catch against us in the Super Bowl. The first Super Bowl we played the Seahawks, the Malcolm Butler catch. So like, you just never know in a game like this. So all the game plan stuff can completely go out the window. Like, it's a weird game. It could be unsung Super Bowl heroes. Malcolm Smith for the Seahawks years ago in that Super Bowl against the Broncos won Super Bowl MVP. If you would have told me Malcolm Smith would have won Super Bowl MVP before the game, I would have said you're absolutely insane. So you just never know in a game like this. But the Patriots need to play their game. They need to run the ball effectively. Don't turn the ball over. Drake Maye does not need to do too much. Yes, it's going to be great weather, but stick to your bread and butter that you've been successful with all year. All that stuff from the regular season goes out the window. All the stuff from the first 3 playoff games go out the window. This is a one-game set. So I don't want to hear people say this Patriots shouldn't be here. We deserve to be here. We earned our right to be in this Super Bowl with Seattle. Anything can happen. I feel like I have to put this podcast episode in quotes. Anything can happen, right? Anything is possible. No, but seriously, we deserve to be here. It's a one-game set. You never know, right? So that's some of my biggest things there. I'm super excited to watch this game. I'm just proud of this Patriots team to be in the Super Bowl. I know everyone hates us, and we've been spoiled our entire lives because of Brady and Belichick, and we'll get into the Belichick being snubbed from the Hall of Fame here in a little bit, as well as Robert Kraft came out this morning. But like, it's awesome to see the Patriots back in the Super Bowl. Like, the record that they had this year in the regular season compared to the previous 2 seasons are just like, nobody thought this. Like, I thought they could get to the Super Bowl in November. I said, I think they could. I don't think it's a crazy statement to say, because they're clicking on all cylinders. They're hitting on all cylinders. They're playing very disciplined football, and what can happen. January comes around, the Patriots thrive, and they got in the dance, and they proved that they were the best team in the AFC. But I'm very excited for this game. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to see the Gonzalez JSN matchup, how the Patriots will go with that. Is Spillane going to be 100% healthy? Seattle, is Sam Darnold going to be the guy he's been all year long, or does he wet the bed? Does he not hit the pee-pee pads, right? Or does he pee all over the house? Right? You never know. So Mike McDonald, Mike Vrabel, the 2 Mikes, 2 great coaches. These 2 teams deserve to be here. And I am so sick and tired of people saying that Seattle is going to win this game by 30. Seattle's going to win this game 35-7. It's like, you realize how ridiculous that sounds? Like, that's absolutely insane. I think it's going to be a great game. I'm riding with my guys until the end. I said before the postseason, I said when the playoffs started, I said the Patriots are going to go all the way and they're going to win it. I'm not betting against my guys. And now we have 1 game left. It's a 1-game set where there's 2 teams left in the dance. Like Drake Maye has said, the last dance. And people have been asking me all week, what's your score prediction? Well, of course, the last Super Bowl with the Patriots and the Seahawks was 28-24 in the Super Bowl, which was the Malcolm Butler miraculous interception. I'm going Patriots 24-21. I think it's going to be a close game. I think they cover the spread. I think they win this game. They've been doubted all year long, and there's only one way to end this argument and close this case forever, is to win this game. Win this game. You have been the best team in the AFC all year long. You've had arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. You probably have the best coach in Mike Vrabel. Like, I want to see another coach get into this messy situation with the Patriots start of this season and lead this team to a Super Bowl. I rest my case. I'm excited for the halftime show with Bad Bunny. I know everyone has their own opinions about that. Of course, this is not a political show. I'm just excited to see Bad Bunny for his music. I like Bad Bunny as an artist, so I'm super excited. I'm not going to get into the whole politics stuff. That's not what I do. So just super excited for this Super Bowl coming up. More than happy to hear everyone's predictions. We'll be dropping these clips in the comments, but some of the keys to this game, like I said, Patriots running the ball effectively, Drake Maye not turning the ball over. Of course, Seattle likes to run heavy zone. You saw what they did against the Niners. You saw what they did against the Rams. So something's got to give in a game like this. I could be completely wrong. Who's the X factor? Is it Shaheed? Is it Stevenson? Is it Diggs? Is it Kenneth Walker? Who's going to be the sneaky link in this game? Who knows? We shall see, right? But yeah, we talked about Drake Maye's shoulder. It's a 100% go. I don't buy into any of that narrative. They were saying last week, Drake Maye is nursing a shoulder injury. And then, of course, he didn't practice last week. Yeah, he probably is not 100% because he's thrown so many times this season. And the Patriots offensive line has not been the best and has been the greatest. So we're not going to spend too much time on Drake Maye's shoulder.